Hello everyone, welcome to Decked. My name is Tyler, and tonight we're going to play a game of Sentinels in the Multiverse. It's the weekly one-shot. This issue is entitled Gotta Catch 'Em All. And between Grand Warlord Voss, Captain Cosmos, and Unity, and playing in the Final Wasteland, I think this is going to be a target-rich environment. So, let's get down to it. Grand Warlord Voss, of course, plays out a whole lot of minions at the start of the game. Plays 4 of them, in fact. We'll take a look at them as soon as they all play out here. Okay. Will Legacy take this damage? So, just to recap, Grand Warlord Voss plays out, let's see here. He plays out 4 minions based on the number of players before the game even begins. Then he played out another card, which was like a Thorathian. And so on this side of Warlord Voss, he's just really playing out minions. And if there are ever 10 or more in play, the planet is overrun and we lose. Meanwhile, on the other side of the card, he's pumping out more damage. And the kicker with Grand Warlord Voss is when he has a bunch of minions on his side, it's hard to fight through the lines to get to him. Although every minion in play is reducing damage dealt to him by 2. So that can be problematic for actually doing anything to the villain. And so in play we have a Bionaut, which hits the lowest HP for 2 toxic damage. A Firesworn, which hits the highest HP for 2. The Shock Infantry hits the highest HP for 3. Another Firesworn hitting the highest. And then Field Lieutenant Tamar here is reducing damage dealt to Thorathians and minions by 1. So Tamar might be the first thing we need to take out, just to make it easier to clear out everybody else. So, Captain Cosmos is going to go first. Let's see here. His one construct that he could play out is the Cosmic Crest, which would make him immune to energy damage. That would be helpful against one in particular. A Gene-bound minion, which I don't believe is out yet. Other things he could do, really key off having constructs in play. Structured response wouldn't be super relevant. Yep, Cosmic Crest is the play here, just because. And then we will see if we can get another construct out. Harsh offense. Yes, let's see if we can start working on the Thorathian in this manner. Ooh, that is nice. Let's, yeah. Oh, that'll take out the Thorathian right away. Now, normally when I play against Voss, I just clean out all the minions and sort of race against the damage he deals. Because I would rather do maximum damage to Voss than deal with, sort of dancing around his minions and punching through the reduction they're providing him. Because he will flip. Let's see here. If there are no minions in place, so basically you either choose a minion to live with and are constantly dealing with -2 against Voss, or you punch through all the minions, keep punching them down so that you have no reduction against Voss, and just hope you're doing damage faster than he is. So Unity starts with a modular workbench, robot reclamation, swift bot, and turret bot. And I think in this case, a great play would be workbench. Use the workbench. Discard robot reclamation, and put out swift bot. Normally, Unity's bot creation requires us to destroy an equipment card, and then destroy an equipment card to get a golem out into play. But in this case, modular workbench will let us just discard a card to put a mechanical golem into play. It's a great first turn play to have. So, and then Legacy, we have 2 backfist strikes, which will do something 4 damage. We have Inspiring Presence, which will enhance damage and give everybody 1 HP when it enters play, and then Motivational Charge will do something 2 melee, and everybody gets an HP back. That's really helpful for the bots. And constructs as it happens. In this case, I think I'm going to go Inspiring Presence. A lot of people are already full up, but those who aren't are happy to have it. And then they'll do a little damage enhancement. And then Haka. Right, Savage Mana. See, this is where the theme of gotta catch 'em all comes into play. This is a target-rich environment, and Savage Mana here will let Haka put any target he destroys underneath this card, and it can be burned off later to do something, a whole ton of damage based on the number of cards underneath Savage Mana. And now, thanks to Legacy, Haka is doing 3 damage with his base power. So let's choose the most annoying thing, which I think, actually we're doing 4, that's awesome. So I'm always torn here. It's either take this Genebound Bionaut's probably going to start targeting bots, because they're generally the lowest HP. As you can see, Swiftbot here is with 6. Or the thing that's doing the most damage, which would be the infantry. But I think we'll go Bionaut. And against Voss, another great consideration with Savage Mana is that it takes a lot of the teeth out of Voss's forced deployment, which resurrect any destroyed minions from the discard pile and dump them directly into play. That can get super frustrating. So an innocuous environment turn. I very rarely take use of Ancient Library because it just pumps out the targets, but maybe we'll try it this turn. So no interesting effects. So Genebound Frosthound just hits everything. And I'll probably start dropping motivational charge just to start healing up constructs. No, I'm gonna pass. I can't play another Cosmic Crest. I could destroy a I could do something for damage by destroying this wounded Cosmic Crest. Or I think actually Destructive Response seems more interesting. I'd never get that one out. So that's a retaliatory thing when a construct is destroyed. Try and fabricate. We could deal 1 target X irreducible, or X targets 3 irreducible. 3 energy damage, I should say. And that'd be great if I had more constructs in place. So I'm going to put that in hand for now. No, because Swiftbot is doing yeoman's work already, and I'm going to skip Flash Forging, I believe. Discard any number, search for mechanical columns. Yeah, I'm just going to skip that. I'm going to use the workbench immediately and give up Flash Forge. Drop Turret Bot. Cool. No. People probably I'm sure many more people take advantage of Ancient Library more than I do, but I'm fairly conservative when it comes to things like that. So I'm going to motivational charge instead of galvanizing, because I want to start healing up all these things that got dinged a little bit. Let's see. I will take out this one because it's hitting everything, and I'm against that. Ooh, lots of damage cards for Legacy now. Now this is where Haka gets fun, because now he has the Taiha, which let him hit 2 things for 3 each, which is getting enhanced. So let's just start stacking things up under Savage Mana. I actually kind of wish that he's gonna wish for him to pull a who's what's it? Gosh, what's the word for the thing I want him to pull? It's not Savage Mana, it's not Taiha. Dominion, great, sure. Rampage. Rampage knocking down all the things at once. 2 innocuous environment cards. These are the most innocuous environment cards in the deck. Everything else is targets. Good to know. I think. Reasonably certain, yeah. Oh, sorry, there's one more thing that will exile cards from the game. Targets. Khan's Bunker kindly heals everybody up. And we have an Ion Lancer. Do we have any damage reduction yet? Haka can heal himself, so let's do that. Excellent. The Ion Lancer is the one that does energy damage, so maybe we'll leave Ion Lancer in play and see if we can play around it. Let's go for the Voss doesn't flip condition this game. Let's see if we can pull that off. Vitality Conduit. Vitality Conduit is the construct where when it is dealt damage, the target it is protected by gains HP. So we want to put this on something we want to stay into play. And I think those guys are all healed up. I think I might put this on someone who gets hit easily and doesn't have a whole lot of protection, which would be Cosmic or Unity, really. So I'm gonna put this on Unity because she has no protection basically. And then Cosmic Crest would heal up constructs, so we're just gonna try and fabricate. Yes, the Siphon. Whenever this card is dealt damage, that hero may use a power. So this is good. We're gonna put this on someone we want to be using powers a lot. And I gotta guess. Well, putting it on Haka is never a bad thing. We always want to do damage. No, thank you. No, thank you, Evil. Turret Bot will take out the Fire Sworn because the Ion Lancer is going to be targeting the lowest with energy damage, which is almost always going to be a construct, I think. Unless we drop B-Bot or Raptor Bot. Okay. Then we get another play, right? Thanks to SwiftBot. Yes. So we'll drop a supply crate to draw some cards. Or draw a card. I don't need another play. Oh no, Turretbot did damage at the start of the turn. First play was supply crate. Second play could be powered shockwave, which is going to hit everything. We're going to try and not take out the Ion Lancer though, so we'll skip that. And by the same token, we will not drop Platform Bot immediately. But I'll give up the Shockwave to put out Champion Bot to enhance Turret Bot's damage. Because Turret Bot can be targeted. No to drawing cards. Good Surge of Strength. Could Thok and draw a card. I would love to get the Legacy Ring, so let's Thok and draw a card. Can I punch through it? I can. Alright, we're going for this. This is new for me, going for, not maximizing damage done. Alright, and then we'll do this. Can I get through again? Yeah, I get one through. Inspiring Presence on the first turn was really helpful. I think in a game like this, where we have so many little targets, we might just wind up spamming Motivational Charge. Just, there it is. Excellent. We'll talk about that on the next time Legacy's turn comes around. Going to draw cards. Haka Restoration. Dominion. It's going to be very relevant this game. And we will just use the Taiha, but only to hit Voss. Taiha is nice because you're not required to hit that many targets. So Khan's Bunker, now it's the start of the environment turn. We either destroy it or allow it have an extra environment card play every turn, but while it's still restoring HP. But I feel like we're okay for HP, so we're going to give up Khan's Bunker. And let Haka have a card from Dominion. Dominion's one of those cards where I struggle to find time to play it, but when you do, it really pays off. Okay. Let's see here. Quark Drive Translocator. The first time a minion enters play each turn, play the top card of the villain deck. So that will, that's an extra target we have time we can spend time on. Yeah, and please, absolutely, zap away at that Cosmic Crest. So this could be an uneventful game, and as long as we keep this Ion Lancer out, Voss will never flip, Voss will never start doing damage. And the Ion Lancer, as long as we keep a Cosmic Crest out, probably will not be hurting anything. I don't know if I've played against Voss in this way. Usually I just go for clear the board of all the minions, hammer Voss down before he hammers us down. But like I said, we're going to do it a little bit differently. Let's see here. Destroy one construct to deal something damage equal to the HP of this construct plus 1. Can't destroy all the constructs. We're not quite there yet. Conservation ability. Destroy any number of constructs. Draw cards. I'm not ready to... The only construct I might consider giving up is Vitality Conduit, but I think I'm not going to do that. Oh, yeah, Haka's got a siphon on him, but... We are just going to skip that, I think, and fabricate. Another conservation of energy. We'll put that in, keep that in hand. Maybe next round I'll try it. So, first turret bot does his start of turn damage. Do I want to destroy supply crate to draw 2? Yes, because I'd rather use them with the workbench. Okay. Let's see here. Now have to be considering, I have 2 plays. We have Flash Forge to find equipment or bots. We have volatile parts to deal out retributive damage, which could actually potentially hit the Ion Lancer, so maybe we won't do that. The Ion Lancer does 2. And I don't want to play out Cryobot this game because he hits everything when he is hit. I think what we're going to do is Flash Forge, discard any number. Okay, so I'm going to Flash Forge. I'll give up Cryobot. And volatile parts to get a pylon and stealth bot. And then we have another play from Swift Bot, so we'll drop the pylon to put 2 golems into play, which will be stealth bot and the platform bot. Now I know we said we were going to try and get the Ion Lancer to focus on the constructs, so I guess we could hit the constructs. I don't know if that would... I don't think we have anything that would quite do it. Also, I believe they're immune to energy damage, which is what platform bot is dealing out, so that's not going to help anybody. Regrettably. So we'll just focus on this drive translocator and take it out completely. Legacy, no. Finally, the legacy ring. We can drop that. Enhanced damage. So now we have +2. Oh, as long as legacy is spamming galvanize, we're gonna have +2, which is gonna overcome boss's minion protection. So now everybody's doing base damage ish. Yep. All the bots and constructs are full up. And then Legacy and Haka are on their way back. 2 Legacy rings, and is nearly as many rounds. No thank you. Not going to play Punish the Weak, because that really is for the Ion Lancer. We can do Vitality Surge, just to draw more cards. Enduring Intercession. You know, I never play Enduring Intercession, but I feel kind of good about it this game. Because we're like, the only things left in the deck now are things that are going to do damage. And as much as I wouldn't want them... I mean, they might take out the Ion Lancer before anything else. So we may not get to that. Let's do Enduring Intercession. This should be interesting. I never do this. Go Taiha. Boss for 3. Decline. Another Dominion would be nice. Abominable Snowman. He goes at the start of the round. So maybe we can whittle him down and let... Okay. Force deployment. Hang on. So force deployment, when this card is destroyed, take all the minion cards from the villain trash and put them into play. At the start of the villain turn, destroy this card. So we basically have a round to do something about force deployment or the trash. Or 2 minions will pop out. That's very manageable. Maybe we'll... I don't believe we have any resources that could deal with that. And B, deals the lowest 2 energy. Okay. So, the Ion Lancer is targeting platform bot. Yes, I would like to send it the stealth bot. she will take 1. In Legacy, we'll give it back to her very shortly. So, I don't believe we have any ongoing destruction with this crew, so we're gonna have to live with forced deployment. And I don't believe we have anything that monkeys with the trash. So the 2 things we'll have to worry about next turn are the Firesworn and the Frosthound. The Thorathian, I don't believe... Nope, Thorathians are not retrieved by forced deployment. So we will deal with that. It'll be okay. We could go Potent Disruption. All these, I'm going to admit, all these Captain Cosmic one-shots I never play. We could go HP of the Destroyed Construct +1. Which would be good to just get started on the Abominable Snowman, because I would like Haka to take it out of the equation. Because I think Savage Mana will happen before Unforgiving Wasteland would remove it from the game. Could do that to draw or play cards. And this blows up all the constructs. I think we're going to disrupt in a potent fashion and give up the Vitality Conduit. Because I would rather Haka still have his Dynamic Siphon option if it ever comes up. And that becomes 3, so that puts the Abominable Snowman at 6. I think Haka's only doing 5. Yep, we'll do 1 to Voss. And we'll stop dealing damage even though the Highlancer's immune because energy. That's too much. We'll do it to Voss. So... Yep, none of the constructs are low energy, so we'll just try and fabricate a new one. Put an autonomous blade on somebody. Yeah. Put that on Haka, he's doing the most damage. Actually, we'll do it with Legacy. Spread the love. No. Oh, nope. Yep. We'll hit Voss. Turret bot will hit Voss because I'm trying to get that snowman under Haka if possible because we do want to catch them all. That's the whole point of this endeavor. Someone could use a power and then increase damage with it. If it were to be doing damage, that would be interesting. If we gave it to Legacy because he would get to motivational charge. And charge is... what are our enhancements right now? We should have 2. Yeah, because we have Galvanize and Inspiring Presence running at the moment, I believe. So let's hastily augment. Let Legacy use Motivational Charge. Too much damage. Wow. So let's just recap. What were we getting here? Galvanize, Inspiring Presence, and Hasty Augmentation. Alright. Alright, so we'll just focus on Voss. He's the real danger here anyways. There we go. That's what I want to see. Just enough to get Snowman in range. Definitely within range of Haka. People get HP back. Which is, oh, good. Stealth bot. Excellent. And then Scrap Metal. At the end of the turn, take a Golem from playback in hand or destroy this card to grant an extra play. And I think, yeah, because I'll just... well, don't have to play it. I'll just workbench. We'll skip the second play and we'll use Scrap Metal to workbench another platform bot into play. And then we'll hit Voss for a lot. With 2 platform bots. Between last week's Elementalist and this week's, you'd almost kind of think they're making up for ridiculous challenge time, which, as astute viewers may have noticed, I did not bother posting because the games I tried of it were just sort of sad and not super entertaining. There's some... Lou Dolphin21 has an excellent recording of his eventual success against that matchup, which was awful. It was... golly, what was it? It was... the 3 members of Dark Watch that have been published so far against the chairman and the operative. It's rough. I mean, that's the whole reason of calling it ridiculous challenge time. It was just super rough, and I played a couple games of it. I had a good go of it. I used some strategy tips that people suggested, but it was just nothing was worth posting. I didn't have enough funny things to say about it. So we moved on. So everybody gets HP'd up. Which is, at this point, Legacy and Haka are the only ones who are down any HP from their starting values. Haka could get more back, but I think we'll go Dominion to draw more cards. Although Dominion may not kick in when using Savage Mana. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely want to go into the card, so we'll do that first. Nope, Dominion still triggers. Good to know. We had that discussion the other night with Ray. We were teaching someone how to run the game of Sentinels on the tabletop. And Ray was saying he, in his experience, Dominion did not trigger if you used Savage Mana. So, what does the environment do? A Rat Beast. It's the non-environment with the second highest. So we could let Legacy take it, or Haka could intercede, as could Stealthbot. But, oh, these are not optional redirections. I mean, Stealthbot is. I can say no, but Haka's definitely going to take it. And then Stealthbot wants to intercede. Haka's got all the HP though. So Haka, that was going to wind up on Haka no matter what. So the Firesworn is force deployed, as is a Frosthound. And then we get a Psyweaver. So Psyweaver hits everyone. Yes, I do want to redirect. And then the next one... Oh, no. I guess he can handle himself. And then this thing hits everyone. So, whenever this card is dealt... Yep, so we will let the Siphon take that. No thank you. Haka gets to use a power. He will use the Taiha. He will target this fella. Which will end that damage rampage. And then this one hits everything, so we'll take that one away. Before it ever got to do anything. Alright. Feel okay about that. Can't recall if there was an opportunity to Haka to hit the dynamic siphon sooner, but I don't think so. So wounding buffer. This is the construct where the first time that hero card is dealt damage by a target each turn, this card deals the source of that damage 2 energy damage. So it's sort of a retributive strike, I believe. Yes. So, what would be an interesting thing? I kind of want to put this on Stealthbot, because I can... Oh, nope, has to go on a character card. Good to know. Haka is getting environment damage done to him, so let's do that. And then we'll try and fabricate. Cosmic Weapon would give somebody some energy damage. I'd love to give that to Unity. She doesn't have a damage dealing power normally. I kinda do. Yeah. She needs cards. Chupacabra. And then Turretbot gets to go, so we could annihilate the Chupacabra immediately. We could put the Rat Beast in a position to be destroyed. But then Chupacabra would not go under Haka, which is a consideration. Or, we can go from 6 to 2. Or we can take out this Firesworn and open up Boss to more damage. I'm going to do this, because the environment cycles a little less frequently than minions do because of force deployment. Okay. I'm just curious about Unforgiving Wasteland. Whatever target would be dealt... Okay, so Unforgiving Wasteland only kicks in when an environment card is doing the damage. Alright, important clarification. Thanks, Egon. Hasty augmentation, we've done that. Brainstorm would hit up to 3 things. And I get 2 plays. Let's do that. Also, drawing cards. Never not drawing cards. So we will take away this Fire Sworn, because we're okay with the Ion Lancer. And that will let some damage through to Voss. And then we'll work on the Rat Beast, set it up for Haka. And then I get another play. It could be a Brainstorm. I think it might be a Hasty Augmentation. Or I could drop the Pylon and put 2 things out. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Right, 'cause we can always be hitting Voss. And now Raptorbot has lots of friends to beef up his hit. We get some more scrap metal, and we get a Brainstorm. All the bots are just swarming Voss. He's disappearing under a pile of Rube Goldberg inventions. Raptorbot swinging for 10 after reduction. Nice. Legacy's okay for cards. In fact, I think we might go bolster allies. I like that. I love drawing more cards. And then we'll enhance his damage. And then we'll motivational charge. Being boss 3. But more importantly, buffing up all the anything that might have taken a ding. Which in this case is not many. Oh, it's Legacy and Haka. And 1 construct, potentially. Oh, good old Stealthbot. Stealthbot takes a hit, gets it back. I like this combination. This works well. When playing on the tabletop, it's easy to forget that Stealthbot does not reduces damage by 1. That's why, there are markers for that. I use the markers, but I still find it easy to forget. This most recent game where I played Unity, it was kind of novel for me to remember not only to use the marker, but to often remember just sort of independently of it. See, a good Vitality Surge and draw some cards. Use Haka Restoration. I don't want to use Punish the Weak. I don't think we need to Ground Pound. Nobody's dealt a whole lot of damage lately. I've already gotten Enduring Intercession. Just go for straight damage. Let's see if we can end the game with everybody at full health, too. That'd be interesting. Although with Enduring Intercession, I think Haka's always going to be down a little bit. Then we'll go Taiha. So we can get the Rat Beast. And he will go under there. This is some for boss. Damage reduction from the Gene Guard. Oh golly, we could just take out the Ion Lancer now and let the Gene Guard. Oh, villain target. So that's another -1 to boss. I don't know. When Bebop goes away, he's going to do something 2 projectile, which is +1/+1 for 4, which would get the guard out of the way, and then we could get rid of any number of things up to and including this Mongolian Deathworm, which we need to get rid of this turn. It'll do damage and then disappear. I think that's not an issue though. We might just do Ancient Library because I'm tired of answering. I'll draw more cards. Those are awesome. Anyways, no, we will let Bebop be destroyed. It's very sad. Bebop's going to be okay. She has the plans on a thumb drive. Yes, we will do that. Get rid of this guard. We will not destroy anything under Savage Mana. We will get rid of that just on general principle. Also, let's Haka draw cards. Haven't seen a Haka of battle yet, though. That'd be helpful. Alright, I feel like we're getting to the point where we could just make a massive swing. Because Voss is at 22. I can't quite do the math in my head, unfortunately. I wish we had a little status box for number of constructs in play. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what are the options here? We could do... Also, where are we in the turn? No, I don't think I want to draw 2 cards. But let's see. Conservation of Energy is the draw or play card. Construct Cataclysm would do X irreducible damage. Oh, there's the status box. Okay, 5 constructs in play. +1, +1 for 7. 7 irreducible would make him 15. Destructive response. I've already got one in play. So that would do a little bit more damage. That'd be cool. Unflagging animation. Let's see. I'm flush for cards with Captain Cosmic. We're just going to pass on that. Let's... No, I don't want to do I might. Feel like, though, I'd rather get more, a couple more constructs into play. So let's do that. Let's draw up Augmented Ally. Once we read what it does. Discard a card to use a power. Who's got multiple powers? Haka's got multiple powers. Unity does, but not so much to drop them on. Not, with the workbench, it's not really an issue. You know, she doesn't have that many bots. Legacy's already using 2 powers, so we are going to augment Haka. And he's got cards to burn. And then we will fabricate to put another construct into play. That's awesome. We'll give him a damage-dealing power, even though... Actually, let's put it over there. That's a superior damage power than Haka's base power. Do I want to draw 2 cards? Kinda, because I have multiple plays. B-Bot. Reclamation. Cool. Skunk Ape. We could just clean out the Skunk Ape completely, or we could put them on the Death Worm in Haka's punching range, which I think would be a good play. A little inefficient, but it's okay. So we're on 2 plays. Brainstorm. I'd love to draw some more cards and see what we get. Another Brainstorm. We will do the Skunk Ape. Also take 2. And I want to leave the Death Worm for Haka. So that resulted in a Brainstorm. And probably that hasty... No, we had the hasty augmentation, so I didn't quite notice. We picked up another... Oh, golly. Is there anything in the trash? There's a B-Bot and a Cryo-Bot. I don't want those. I have a B-Bot in hand. I can augment. Do you have an autonomous blade on you? He's an augmented ally. Wounding buffer, no. But Legacy does. So we could charge in a motivational manner. Inspiring everybody with the way he knocks somebody down. That'll do 5. That'll do 2. So he's at 13. I don't know, I think Haka might be able to clean it out. That smug grin on Voss's face, and it's like he doesn't even recognize he's being beaten down into the ground. It's one of the, I guess, the gimmicky things about this villain is that as long as you can handle the damage that one minion is doing and enhance your damage past what Voss can ignore from one minion, you can sort of dance around his flip side. Always taking the Jeremy approach. If you ever watch the Handle Alpha stream, where you just do all the damage, as much damage as possible. So I'm going to use the workbench. I will give up some scrap metal. And I will drop... Oh, Raptorbot might... No, I don't think we're ever going to get to Haka. Because we're going to have two... yeah. The bot swarm is going to end this, I believe. Because that's going to do 4, and we already know that one Raptorbot can do 9 on their own. We just have to click through. Yep. No, up to 10, nice. And there we have it. Grand Warlord Voss defeated. We got a mint copy of Gotta Catch 'Em All. Didn't go quite the way I envisioned. I was kind of hoping that we would end with Haka cleaning out Savage Mana, but it did yeoman's work in protecting us from that forced deployment, so that was nice. Thanks everybody for watching this episode of Decked. If you are interested in more episodes of Sentinels in the Multiverse, we got those coming up. You should check out the back catalog. We have Android Netrunner, we have Call of Cthulhu, we have Sentinels, as you're seeing now, mainly in the digital version, but everything else is tabletop, and we'll have more stuff coming soon. The news just dropped about a new Lovecraftian card game from Fantasy Flight Games. I promise you, we will have video of that, so stay tuned. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Decked.